Hi, Keith Carmona here, and here for Scattered Comics. This is the second comic review that I've done, and so today I'm taking a look at Jason Dewey's Genesis, which is a prequel series. Looks like it's going to be this is the first of three books in this particular prequel series, and I just want to jump right in here real quick. So that's first of all, you're not going to be able to, really get this anywhere else, at least at this time that I know of. But those of you who backed the Indiegogo campaign were treated with, at the very least, an electronic copy, PDF copy of this, or a physical copy, which we're going to be taking a look at the digital copy, which again isn't any different than the physical, but still, it's not going to be out there available as far as I know. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this real quick. And I'm just going to scroll down here real quick. Well, probably not scroll down. Here we go. Let's move down to the next page there. There we go. There's your credit story by Jason Dube, artwork by Sergio, colors by Diego Vasquez, letters by James Reed. So, with that out of the way, not really out of the way, but those are the ones, those are your creators of this book. I have to say the book itself is, just really amazing quality. For just going back up here, um, just the way that this is. I mean, the whole story obviously revolves around these two characters right here. Um, with Genesis, obviously the namesake of the comic, and Rose down here. So a couple things I want to point out real quick, and I don't want to give away the whole thing because, like I said, it is the first of three. And those of you who are waiting for it to come in the mail, as you watch this, um, or are curious about the story overall, right? It is one of three, as you can see right here, book one of three, Genesis. So if you weren't able to get your hands on this first one, you definitely want to get in on the second one. And so and that'll be the only way that you're going to be able to get it, at least as far as I know right now. I'm going to scroll down here real quick to a couple of my. Okay, so this is where Genesis meets Rose in the park. They meet for the first time, and Rose is a painter, and so they meet up. One of the things I really like about this is just the use of light in the background. It's very nice, very um, it really makes these colors pop. And obviously, Diego is the colorist here, and does a really good job of you know just just making this landscape look really, again, just pop right off the page there, and but without really overwhelming the characters and what's going on there. Okay, this scene here is really nice because after they've met and Rose is inviting Genesis over to meet her family and stuff. I mean, you get now the sense, right, that Rose comes from a very it seems to be a very well off family, and that and you get this sort of majestic opulence, if you will, this family as you walk in, the chandelier overhead, the double doors, the stairway. I mean, not just classic of the era that we're talking about here, but the fact that you've sort of stepped into really the upper echelon of royalty in this sense. So I really like the way this page is. Okay, and the last one, as to I'm giving a little bit away here, kind of what's happening, but this is where Rose really shows off who she is, right? I'm not going to give away the ending or anything like that, but obviously something awry, something has happened here, and this splash page to me is amazing, just showing off, not only her powers, but obviously, just the way she's straddling over the bodies and that kind of thing shows she really obviously means business here and that sort of thing, and I thought this was also very well done. Okay, so that's my quick review of Genesis, just giving you a glimpse at some of the pages that are there. Again, if you haven't picked it up, hopefully it'll be available to you sometime, or, maybe not a physical copy, maybe a digital copy will be coming your way. I don't know, we'll see. But it certainly is just a really good book. I mean, just really quality from cover to cover. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a writer with Scatter Comics. Full disclosure there, but this the story obviously has some real depth to it here, and it's one of three. So we get the meetup of the characters and we get right into the action. I think that's one of the things I like about this. It doesn't thrust you into it, but you get to know these two characters. This is going to be a focus on this relationship between these two, and it's interesting because the way this ends, not to give away the ending, but the way this ends, it's like, wow, this could stay this way or it could go on, and yet it's going to go on. And so now it makes you wonder, okay, where do we go from here? And so I would say keep your eyes peeled when Jason announces when I'm assuming he's going to go through Indiegogo. This was a very successful campaign, and so you definitely want to keep your eye on this one. Gosh, if you know somebody who has this, maybe you want to borrow it or something like that, and you definitely want to get in on the next campaign. Uh, so anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed this very quick review of Jason Duby's Genesis.